Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In this episode, I don't know, I'm getting in the habit of saying in this episode, but then it's like, well, I already know what I'm going to do this episode. I'm just continuing on in the series, season type thing, where I do these things on medium reverse. And by these things, I mean the stages. And, you know, yeah. Alright, so this stage is actually pretty similar, but it's pretty similar in its reverse stage as it is in its normal stage. So I don't really want to use the exact same strategy that I did last time, and I haven't really used Buccaneers that often. Although, did I use it in the last one? What was the last stage that we just went to? Z-Factor, that's right. I was just on the page where it showed me the map, but anyways. So I don't use Buccaneers too often. I did use it on the episode before that, which was the space trekking, and I put it in Earth's waters. But anyways, so this stage, like I've already mentioned and kind of already shown, I'm going to be using the Buccaneer. Just because, no real reason. I'm probably going to put in a boomerang thrower or two, but for right now, I'm just going to stick with this pirate monkey. And I enjoy calling them pirate monkeys rather than buccaneers, just because pirate monkey sounds more correct, I guess, even though it's not more correct. The fourth tier on the right side is actually Monkey Pirates, which is the one that takes down a Moab, which is pretty awesome. But, yeah. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to go for the Destroyer side once I have enough money, and then get the... Well, I'm not sure if I should get the Crow's Nest first, or the Destroyer. But here comes the long, boring part, where I'm just sitting here waiting for my money to accumulate, because this one Buccaneer, this one Monkey Pirate, is just plenty to take down these waves. And again, it's one of those moments where I wish there was an auto-send wave feature, so that I didn't have to just wait to click the button. I could just look away from the screen, or, I mean, obviously I'm recording, so I have to actually, commentate, or I could just skip ahead, if, in the comments let me know if you'd prefer if I just skip ahead. Some of you might just skip ahead anyway, so you're probably not even listening to this. But anyways, as I was saying, even though I'm still talking on the same topic, if there was an auto-send wave feature thing, then that'd be pretty helpful. Although, when you look at this sidebar, there's not really much room for it, because everything is already, spaced together so well, but maybe, right here in the corner or something. But other than that, this track is really easy. I'm pretty sure it was labeled like one of the easy stages or something, but it's just really easy because the balloons come in here, go around to the side, come back on that side, and then come back down. So you have 3 chances to hit the balloons, which makes it really easy, because then if any leak through, then they'll just come back and you get another shot, and then if they leak through again, you just come back and you don't get as much of a shot because of that angle, but still, I mean, come on. It's so easy. And of course, because I keep saying it's so easy, I'm probably going to end up losing a life or two. Or a few. But definitely not 450, because that's plenty. And also, after this level, I should get the Healthy Bananas upgrade. Deluxe upgrade. And I should put in a banana farm. But you know what? This track is that easy that I'm just not going to. And of course, I am tempting the fates, as it is that term. But yeah, see, it's bad when even I get bored just sitting here waiting, but almost there. Just a little bit more until I get the Destroyer. And what round is this? 16? Yeah, I'll have enough time to get the Crow's Nest, because it's only 250, so really that's just 2 waves, or 2 rounds, and then that should be fine. Also, I do realize that this episode might be up a little bit late in the day, or at least later than usual. And that's because I've been playing Eden Eternal so much, and it's kind of probably a bit more of an addiction than I would like to admit. But it's funny because I stopped the Dungeon Defenders because I, finished that apprentice level and all that. And then I was going to work on, recording some other episodes for other series and all that. But basically, I've just been using that time to play more Eden Eternal. But just as this little week, sort of like a vacation time, I guess. But then next week for sure, I'll use that extra time to record more episodes of other things. And I'll talk about that a little bit in my update vlog on Monday. But alright, so as you might notice, I put down this factory, and I'm going to use it for the Moab destruction, and I'm placing it all the way over here because I really want to see how well this destroyer does all on its own, and then if any Moabs do get through, then with the Moab shredder spikes they'll get popped right here. Then I might add another factory to throw out the spiked mines, so that if the destroyer still can't get rid of all the ceramics, then the spiked mines will get rid of them. So that's always nice. And as far as Bloons Monkey City goes, if you're wondering, not really sure if anyone from Ninja Kiwi is watching this, which I really doubt if they were, but obviously that's fine. But I do have sort of like a complaint. There is like a forum that I could talk about the complaint, but anyways, the whole point of the mission game, not the mission, but the whole point of the game basically is you have your little city, the Bloons Monkey City, and whenever, or there's like little tiles, or like acres of land pretty much, that you can conquer by basically playing a round of Bloons, where they have the little map, a randomly generated map. There's a lot of really cool maps on that game, but they'll basically just randomly generate one, and then you face a couple waves of Bloons, and then, what am I saying? You face a couple waves of Bloons, and then if you beat them, then you acquire that tile of land, and then once you do, you can build cities or buildings and everything. This is kind of a long, rambly tangent to talk about, but just the whole point is you need to acquire land to build buildings so you can acquire more land, and you gather money through the farms and all this stuff. But I've basically reached the point where I can't really beat any of the tiles around me, so I need to just constantly keep coming back to save up my money and build the buildings for better upgrades. And I'm not really playing the game as much, I'm just sort of checking in every now and then to get the money. And that's kind of a complaint. I'm sure it's more because I wasn't very smart with what buildings I bought, so then now I've got like a whole bunch of dart monkeys when they're not really that useful in the late game. So really, if I was just a little bit smarter about it, I wouldn't have come to such an abrupt halt and not be able to beat any levels. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if there was some other way to gather money faster, or like replay levels or something, because like I said, I kind of got to the point where I'm kind of just stuck. But anyways, got plenty of money here to spend on that. And actually, instead, I will put a glue gunner instead of the others factory to deal with the ceramics. I'm going to use a glue gunner because I really do enjoy the glue gunners. I just really don't like that they can't do anything to Moabs. I wish that their glue could affect Moabs, maybe as an upgrade or as their specialty building or something. Or maybe even with the what's it called, the Monkey Village, the MIB upgrade, so that it can attack all Bloon types. If that let the glue and ice affect Moabs, I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, let's see. Just gonna wait for the Bloon Dissolver and then the Bloon Liquefier, because those are really good against ceramic, and really good against any Bloon, really. That's a lot of release. But anyways, as I was saying, the Destroyer should be good against all those Bloons. See, that's like the first time that they even went onto that side, so this defense is pretty good. I've got the Destroyer for most of the Bloons, the glue for the rest of the Bloons, and then the factory to get rid of the blimps. So this is probably a pretty good setup. I probably could have moved over the Destroyer a little bit, just to make sure that he has a little bit longer range, because right now his range is pretty much, not entirely wasted, but just, it has a little bit of unused potential. And I could always save up for this aircraft carrier, but I just really prefer to not use it. It's really weird. I'm sure it probably does have better popping power than these. Also, I just realized that, yeah, I'm not getting any camo detection on that balloon, or the glue gunner. So I should throw in a monkey village. That will increase the range a little bit, and decrease the cost of the upgrades. So then just get jungle jumps to make it even more awesome. And then that's pretty much all I really need to do. I mean, yeah, the whole point of this was to get camo detection, but I really don't need the camo detection on the glue gunner, because the destroyer has camo detection and it's fine, and this factory has camo detection. So yeah, I think I am just gonna leave it without the camo, because the Bloon liquefier is pretty awesome. It does do good at the medium amounts of clumps, because if it's 2 clumps together, then the glue can't actually get on it. It splatters 6 balloons at a time. I thought it was like 20. That's strange. But the 3rd tier right side is better at getting a lot of balloons, but it's not as good at popping a single balloon as much. So that's why I prefer the glue balloon dissolver, because it pops things much faster. Because it pops twice every second, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, so now let's test this strategy against the Moab. And then just... Yep. See? Moabs stand no chance. And I'm actually going to place another one just to help out, so that now I'm getting 12 balloons pretty much, rather than 6. That will help out a little bit more with the large clumps of balloons. And come on, just waiting for the blue splatter. And now I kind of am regretting not getting a banana farm, because I want to buy stuff and I want more money, but I really don't need the money. It's just boring having to sit here and not buy anything, even though I'm totally destroying everything. Alright, yeah, come on, almost there. There we go. So now I should get 12 balloons each time they shoot, and that should be able to get through a lot of this crowd. Not all of it, but most of it. Nice. And then the factory, of course, helps with the rest of it. And yeah, I guess I'll give it radar scanner, just to add a little bit of a safety net, I guess, in case of any camo balloons. And I think I actually am just gonna get... I probably should just get more destroyers rather than more glue gunners. But I really like the glue gunners, and I don't use them very often. And I would like to get the Bloon liquefier, but it's really expensive, and I'm not that patient. Or I might just end up like selling something to make up for it, because that is about 11,000. But then I'd only have one, and I wouldn't have as I wouldn't be able to glue as many balloons. 7,000, yeah. I could get, no, that's only, I'm trying to think of what I could sell to get a lot of money quickly, but these two, 7,000 and 3,000, well, that would be enough, but then I wouldn't have anything against the Moabs. So yeah, this should give me 18 balloons, or it should be able to glue 18 clumps of balloons, so that should be good. And I think the specialty building for the glue gunners, their specialty building allows them to like drop bits of glue, or glue splatter, I guess you should say, on the ground after they pop a balloon. So that's pretty interesting. I explained that terribly, but I'm going to place another destroyer just to help out a little bit with the Moabs, actually, because as you might have noticed, this factory, all the spikes were sort of taken over by the actual balloons, and then there wasn't very much to get rid of the Moabs. So that's pretty interesting. And because it is putting them on both sides, that's also what's kind of being a hindrance, I guess. Right, so I don't need to buy anything else for the monkey village. 18 should be fine. I do know that there is going to be like a big group of ceramics that come in on round 63, but I think 18 should be okay. So I think I'm just going to wait for the blue liquefier. Probably only going to put it on like 1 or 2 of these glue gunners. But I don't know. I really want to have like all 3 of them have the blue liquefier, but that's a lot of money. And I didn't get a bank, so or a banana farm, so I can't really get that much money. Oh well. And of course, it is better to have the balloon dissolver rather than or it's better to have the left side upgrades rather than the right side when you're dealing with regrow balloons, because if you're doing it on the left side, then the dissolving factor or dissolving speed of the glue is faster than the regrow speed of the rainbow balloons. So, or not the rainbow, the regrow balloons. But if you're not on the tier 3 or tier 4 left side upgrades, then the glue will dissolve it just about as fast as it regrows. So some of the higher up regrow balloons might just start multiplying, as you may have seen in the Glue and Ice Sandbox special. Which again reminds me, I should really do another Sandbox special, but meh. Alright, I probably should get the Spike Storm as well, because I think that actually increases the attack speed, or like the rate at which it puts down spikes. But I don't know. Alright, and now that I have the balloon liquefier, all the other balloons now, all the other glue gunners don't put down the same level of glue, so it's kind of bad, I guess, to have them both there, because then one of the glue gunners might put glue on a balloon that is a balloon dissolver and not a balloon liquefier, and then you can't put the balloon liquefier glue on the already glued balloon. And if you followed that sentence, good job. But basically, if you glue one balloon, you can't glue it with a better glue, I guess. So that's why I kind of want all the glue gunners to have the best glue that they can have, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. But let's see, can I squeeze in another Buccaneer? Nope. And I'm gonna put it on this side, because that's not good. Uh-oh. That's a lot. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to use a continue, because clearly that was bad. No, I shouldn't sell that. Alright, so not sure why. Okay, maybe there. I'm not exactly sure why there's just so many. I'm not sure if it's just because there were so many that they got through my defenses, or if it was multiplying somehow. I don't know. So wow, okay. I really didn't expect that. Wow, okay. So I'm actually not going to use these anymore, and I'm going to work on getting something better. Okay, so that's sort of a lesson to me not to rely too much on glue gunners, because clearly they did not get the job done. And of course can't really blame just the glue gunners when I had all these other defenses. But I need to be a little bit more serious about this track, because clearly it's more difficult than I thought it was. And I mean, I'm almost done, so it's not like the entire level was difficult, it was just that one that was giving me difficulty. And wow, that just ate through those lead, or the spiked mines. Alright, but this should be good once I increase it to spiked mines. Then what else should I get? I feel like getting a sniper, just because. Yeah, I'll get a sniper. placing it here. I'm sure these will be fine. These will be a good enough defense. Because the Moabs actually, they do take a little chunk out of these defenses from the factories, but they really don't, like, they're not the biggest threat to the factories, I guess. If there's a whole bunch of them, then yeah, but it's mainly like the long streams of ceramics that are really deadly, but the Moabs also, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's see. So I really don't need this sniper, really. It's just kind of for the fun of it. Is this round 65 already? Yeah, it is. Alright, hopefully that. And once the BFB, or BFBs, get on the screen, wait a little bit, then lay out the Spike Storm to help pop them a little bit earlier. Alright, so this was, I would say it was pretty easy, but I did technically lose on that one stage that I should have just been a little bit more prepared for. But yeah, alright, I still call that a win. I just needed to spend a little bit of money so I don't, oops, that's not what I meant. So wow, actually, I did get enough money. That's strange. Let's see. Yes, get that. That means next time I can't use a continue. So wait, that's on beginner. On medium, I get 200. So, huh. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Because I used the treasure chest. That's why I had more monkey money. I was wondering where that extra money came from. Because I actually gained money, but huh. That was interesting. Oh well. So now that I've got healthy bananas, every time I have a monkey, or not a monkey farm, a banana farm, I can gain extra lives every round. So anyways, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.